press record. I'm mindful of time, so thank you, Emma, for being here. You are one of our clients in this inside the Settle Baby Plan, and you've got your gorgeous daughter there as well, which is such a treat. And I just really, there's been so many things that have happened
Yes.
along this journey, and I would love for you to share your story so other parents can hear it and know that there is a solution out there, you
Yes.
know? So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just leave it open for you to tell.
Yeah. Really happy to do that. So Sophie is our second child. So we also have Ollie, who's 3, and we never had any experience with allergies with Ollie. But my husband and I both have various allergies, so it's not a surprise that Sophie has allergies as well. But it all started really when she was about maybe 6 weeks old. We started to notice that she had dry patches of skin on her legs and eczema on initially it was on just one knee, and it was just a very small patch. And sorry, she wants to join the conversation and tell her story. And so we tried everything. We tried lots of moisturizers. We tried some oilatum in the bath, and nothing was working. So I raised this with our health visitor, and we changed the creams, and unfortunately her eczema was getting worse and worse. And at this point we were also combi feeding her, so I was breastfeeding, and then she was having a bottle of formula a night. And it was around about maybe 10 weeks old. She started having really bad stomach pains, lots of diarrhea, and just really uncomfortable after we were giving her the bottle feeds at night. And so we thought, oh, maybe it's just colic. So we tried various Infocol and various things like that to see if it could help. Nothing helped. And then we realized maybe it was the formula that was causing the eczema and the discomfort, and she was really unsettled at this point. So we stopped the formula, and I continued breastfeeding. But then the health visitor said to me, oh, maybe it's a cow's milk protein allergy. So maybe you should remove dairy from your diet temporarily and see if it makes a change. So I did that for 3 weeks and didn't see any improvement. And actually, in that time, her eczema got a lot worse and started getting.
She agrees. She's like, yeah, it got worse.
It started getting infected, actually. And so at this point, I started going to the doctor, got various antibiotic creams. That didn't work, so went on the oral antibiotics. She had 2 lots of that. Nothing was clearing this up. And then when she was about 4 months, I actually gave her some baby porridge that unfortunately had milk, coconut, and soya in. And I didn't know, but she's allergic to all 3 of those. And so she had a fairly bad reaction. And then from that point, we started to think, actually, maybe this is an allergy. It's various things, and we need some help to sort this out, because it's more than, I was at that point, I was playing around, changing things in my diet, and nothing was really working. And we realized we needed professional help to help her.
Yeah.
And actually, we did get her tested, so we identified some allergies that she had, and then still the eczema wasn't clearing up. And then Nishti, you were amazing. Like, you were looking at our diet and you were kind of identifying the potential triggers. And amazingly, Nishti, you were able to identify the things that was triggering her eczema. And as soon as I cut those out of my diet and her diet, the eczema's gone. Her skin is beautiful. We don't have to use any moisturizers anymore, and she's not on endless antibiotics and Gaviscon and Infocol and things like that. So she went from not sleeping at all unless we were holding her, to sleeping really well at night and being just really calm and a happy baby. So actually, yeah, it's been a bit of a journey, but we're happy that she's on the right path now. We're still learning, because she's still got a few allergies that are coming out, but I think the eczema's all under control. So whatever it was that we've changed has fixed, how she's feeling.
No, it's always so amazing to see how through diet manipulation you can resolve eczema. I think a lot of parents don't know that and are being told, oh, it's just eczema, here's some steroid cream. But I think it's very important to acknowledge that children with eczema can have a delayed allergy, which she does.
Yes.
But she also has immediate allergies, unfortunately. You know,
Yes.
isn't it? And we've done very carefully introducing new foods into her diet and whilst monitoring her symptoms and she's also under Dr. Costa, isn't she, for
Yes.
allergy testing. So, but it just shows that, and that's why I'm obsessed with it, because you can get to the bottom of eczema, but it does take time. You know, we have to really, you know, look through the diet, try this, don't do that, let's do this. You know, it's not a quick fix. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I mean, I was quite surprised that she was reacting to things that were not the main allergens. So there's the list of the key allergens, but actually for her, there's a few things that you wouldn't even expect to be causing any discomfort or allergy. So actually, I think it kind of changed my mind to think actually she could be reacting to anything. And actually, it's really interesting to me that it was always where she was reacting. It was always one tiny patch on her knee. It wasn't all over.
Yes.
And now I kind of look at that patch of her knee every day and I think, okay, it's normal. So she's had a good day. She's not eating anything she shouldn't.
Yes. Amazing. It's so nice to see as well. How do you feel about the date? Because obviously with the Settle Baby Plan, which is 3 months daily input, how do you feel about that? Because it's a different way of working, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. For me, it was life-changing to get your support because I went from probably January to March, 3 months of every night being awake like most of the night, holding her, Googling what could it be, trying to change my diet myself. And it got to the point where I just didn't know what to do, and I just felt like as soon as you were there every day, the relief that I had that it wasn't my responsibility alone to find a solution was huge. And actually, it made me more conscious of what I was eating as well. So I was actually paying attention to what I was eating and logging everything. And you were so responsive. So anytime I had a question or anytime that you saw something that may be causing her reactions, you quickly told me so we could change it together. Hi, Sophie. I actually found it like amazing because we weren't waiting a week or two to have an appointment and then review a paper diary together. You would tell me every day what I needed to change. So I felt like within 2 weeks, I saw a massive improvement in how she was, which I was shocked about because I thought it would take months and months.
So that's
really grateful.
No, I'm so grateful that you trusted me as well, because that's why it's daily input, because we just need to solve the problem instead of waiting weeks and months. That's why it's so intense. But you get results, isn't it, Emma? You get results, and that's what it's all about. You know, all we care about is results because you know that's what you want for a baby, really.
Yeah. And I remember at the beginning, she had the eczema, which was the visible symptom that we could see, but she equally had quite bad reflux, which we didn't realize, and it was stopping her from being able to lie down and sleep properly. And as soon as you identified like the non-IG allergies that she's got, and we fixed those, she was able to sleep, so she became a much happier baby and started to thrive as opposed to just survive. And that's just been amazing to see. Yeah,
Settle
she's
baby.
smiling. Well, she's a happy
Yeah.
baby now, which is great.
Yeah. No, I'm so grateful for you sharing your story. I think it will, inspire other parents, and I think a lot of parents do a lot on their own, or they see professionals that may not be an expert in allergy. But if you have an eczema baby, if you have a baby with colic, reflux, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, eczema, rashes, there is a solution. But the solution looks different for every baby. So, the foods we eliminated from her diet won't be the same for every child. So I always say to parents, I don't want to highlight exactly what we did for Sophie, because it's not going to be the same for every person. And the danger is people just eliminate and eliminate and eliminate and eliminate. It doesn't work like that, isn't it? It's so specific.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing. I at one point eliminated like I think like 8 allergens from my diet. And I felt miserable because I was doing it, but I wasn't actually having the result. Oh, okay.
Isn't she just gorgeous? Isn't she just beautiful?
So, do you want this new toy? There you go. Is that a new one?
She was supposed to nap,
Yeah.
wasn't she, Emma? She was supposed to nap, but she
She was
is here with
supposed to
us
nap,
today.
but she decided not to nap today.
Love it.
She just started to crawl and move around, so she's just too excited
We are
to.
so lucky, honestly. Everyone watching this, we are so lucky, aren't we? Yeah. Not you, though. Not you. Sorry.
Yeah. This is like a masterclass in how to multitask. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, so you were eliminating lots of foods from your diet, weren't you? And not getting
Yeah.
anywhere, which is such a common
Yeah.
thing. I mean, we see
And
that.
I was starting to feel unwell as well because I felt like I couldn't eat anything, and I wasn't thinking about what I needed in my diet to feel well. And because I was breastfeeding, it was really a lonely time actually. And yeah, as soon as I started talking to you, and you helped me change my diet as well to make sure I was getting the right things. So I wasn't having enough protein.
Yeah.
And I was feeling really tired. And actually, since I've changed that, I do feel much better as well. So thank you as well for helping me, because she's probably benefiting from me being healthier, especially because I'm breastfeeding still.
Yeah, that's why with breastfeeding moms, we always have to check the mom's diet, because it's equally as important as settling the baby, because often mom's diet is so compromised. So
Yeah.
it's such a common picture. But
Yeah.
thank you so much. I'm just mindful, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm just grateful for you sharing your story, and hopefully someone out there will feel inspired. So thank you.
Yeah, I think one thing I just want to add as well, Nishti, is I had a lot of pressure when we started to realize that she had allergies, to stop breastfeeding and maybe just move to like a formula. And you were amazing, and you didn't put any pressure on me, and actually you were the opposite. You were really supportive of me continuing to breastfeed, but finding a way to do it in a safe way. And so I think that's a relief to me, because I didn't want to stop breastfeeding, but I was starting to feel like I may not have had an option. So actually, thank you so much, because we've continued on that journey, and she's thriving in that way. And she's actually gone from she was tracking on the 9th percentile for weight, and now she's 25th since we've resolved her allergies. So actually, thank you for being supportive of that, because it would have been easier to just jump to a formula, but actually that would have been right for me and her.
Definitely. No, I'm so glad that you didn't just give in to the formula. Not that there is a problem with that. Obviously, some parents may want that. But if a mom wants to continue breastfeeding, there is always a way.
Yeah.
Anyone watching this, there is always a way. Okay, so don't feel like you have to stop if you don't. And don't feel guilty if you want to stop either. It's just so individualized, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like I think it's the right thing to stop when you physically want to stop as a mum.
Yes.
It needs to be your decision rather than
100%.
an factor.
Yeah. I always try and read the parent, and if I feel, because I think I'm not sure if you asked at some point, could we try a little bit of formula or something like that? But I will never say, unless, I see the mom is really stressed out. And I said, you know, if you want to, the option is there. But yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
so glad
Yeah.
you continued and your diet is better. She's symptom free. And
Yeah.
thank you, Emma, for sharing your story.
Thank you, Nishti. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so
You say
much.
thank you,
Oh,
Sophie.
it's so
Thank you.
amazing.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much. I'll
Thank you,
speak to you
Nishti.
on the app.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.